What up? Welcome to your Daily Revolution podcast. Today's topic: why so sad? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
My name is Setema, Gali, the founder and creator of the Prosperity Revolution, a global movement that helps you to get out of scarcity and into prosperity every single day. A movement where people have value, things do not, where money is a result of helping people, where you're rewarded for creating value for others, and where prosperity is not the result of luck, but a predictable steps and formulas, and where happiness is the ultimate goal.
It's good to be with you guys. It's been a minute, right? Last podcast, I was talking about moving, and then another one about my movers. And I gotta tell you, to be really honest with you today, because in the world that we live in today, there's a lot of fake happiness that we see online. And I'm part of it. I'm part of this dilemma that we face today. Our kids, my kids, your kids are growing up. Now, my kids don't have social media quite yet. They're not ready yet. I got a son who's going to be a freshman. I don't even know if he's ready to have one yet. I'm that old school parent that's like, I don't know. Part of the reason is, as good as social media and as good as filters and living my best life pictures are, the problem is, and I'm not sharing anything you don't already know, is that when we look at social media, we are seeing the highlight reel. We are seeing the best pictures after 50 pictures or 100 pictures taken. We are seeing something that is not real. And it's not real, and yet in our minds, we think, I think, you think, oh my goodness, look at how amazing their life is. Look how happy they live. Look at their cool cars and their vacations and their clothes. And oh my goodness, they have so many likes and hearts. What's wrong with me? How come I'm not as beautiful or sexy? Or how come I don't have that many comments? It's a twisted world. Now, there's nothing inherently bad about it, but here's what I know. It's fake. It's all manufactured. It's made up. It's not even real, right? And the problem that we face today is we think these guys are living their best life. And I'm missing out. And there's something wrong with me. Reason I'm sharing this is I've taken time off of social media, but more than that, I've been pretty sad the last 30 days, 60 days, since I knew I was moving out of my home of 6 years and moving into a home for 30 days and moving to Florida. I've been discouraged. Guys, I've not been myself. I've been somewhat depressed. I've been deflated. I'm not happy. Now, I don't want to give you the wrong idea. My heart is filled with exceeding joy. I have so much to be thankful for. So fortunate, so blessed. Life has turned out amazing. We have great businesses and clients, and I'm not worried about where am I going to get my next meal from, or can I afford to put my kids in a sport or something. I don't have those problems. The things that I've been facing lately are, and some of you guys might find this hard to believe, is sometimes I get into a mood where I'm sick and tired of social media because it becomes an addiction, and then I stare at it and I'm like, why am I looking at this? And then my mind creates this story like everyone else is living their best life but me. Even though I know that's not true, because I know that social media puts the best pictures out there. But I go through these phases. I've gone through this my whole life where I get pretty depressed and I get discouraged and I compare myself to other people and I think, man, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough to go do the thing. Man, I'm not as good as them. And then I start to compare myself. And even though I know what's happening, like intellectually or mentally, it still happens. And I find myself in these traps where I'm like, golly, this is hard. And then I feel alone and I feel like I'm the only one going through these things, and the enemy or the resistance or the adversary, whatever word you want to use, it beats me up to the point where I just don't want to do anything. And then I start to say, man, I'm no good. You see, I'm sharing with you the truth, why I've been so quiet. As good and as amazing and as blessed. I mean, we have people bringing us food because we're kind of camping in a home. We have people coming to help us move. We have people visiting. I love it. Like, I love where I've lived, and I love this place, and I don't want to leave. I've been emotional, no exaggeration, almost every day. I drive and I look at my neighborhood. I look at the trees. I look at the people. I look at everything. And my heart fills with gratitude and joy, and at the same time, the severe disappointment, like we're leaving. And I go through these moments in my life where I feel like I'm the only one who's feeling this way, where I'm the only one who's depressed, and I'm the only one who doesn't feel like I'm good enough. See, a lot of these gurus out there, they won't tell you this. They'll just show you the best life. I'm living my best life, and they'll give you the 7 tips and the 3 hacks and the 15 things and whatever. But they'll never share with you the other side of the coin, which is a dark side, dark or depressing or discouraging or disappointed, or just like it's not your best life. And I'm telling you right now, you're not alone. If you are a young person or an old person, if you are single or if you are married, if you go through life and you feel just sad at times, it's okay. It's called being a human. And I know a lot of times we think, what's wrong with me? At least I do. Hey, what's wrong with me? How come I'm not just always so happy? And how come I see other people and I'm so jealous of them and they look like they're living their why can't I be like that? And then we compare and then we put ourselves down. And I run this cycle. I do this just as much as anybody. I'm a competitive guy. Like, I love to compete. I love to win. I love to grind and work. I love doing stuff. I just finished up a 30-minute cardio session on the good old Stairmaster, and I just did legs this morning. Like, I love working hard. Have you ever felt what I feel? Have you ever doubted God or doubted your spouse or children? Have you ever doubted your abilities? Have you ever been in a place where you just felt like maybe life isn't worth living and what the frick is wrong with me? And obviously I would not say frick, I'd use a different 4-letter word. And I get mad and I get angry. Then I keep questioning what's wrong with me. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, it's okay. It's okay that you feel lonely. It's okay that you feel like you're the only one. I'm just here to tell you, you are not the only one. And you are not alone inside of your challenging days and your dark moments. You're not. Without misery, there could be no happiness. Right? There's got to be an opposite or opposition in all things that we go through in this life. So if you have moments where you question like how good you are, or you question if you're good enough, or you question like anything about yourself, if you belong, I go through that all the time. It's like something that I don't know if I'll ever shake. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of it. The reason I say this is I've been facing this stuff my whole life. Feelings of inadequacy, feeling like I'm not good enough, feeling like, maybe I'm better if I wasn't around. Isn't that the craziest thing? That, like, and again, this is me, like Setema. Like, I love life. Now, I want to share with you why I kind of changed into this positive, happy guy, because growing up, this is how I was. I'd feel things, I'd be depressed and sad, and I'd compare myself, and I'd think I'm not good enough, and all these other normal thoughts and feelings, emotions that we feel as human beings. That's my point of this. If you're a teenager and you're going through challenges, I'm just here to tell you right now, it's okay if you feel lonely. It's okay if you don't feel good enough. It's okay if you think you're not the best. I'm here to tell you right now, it's okay. You're not alone. It's normal. It's called being a human being. And I'm going to make this a 2-part podcast. So my whole purpose of this podcast is you're not alone. You're not alone. It's normal. Everybody has dark down days. Everyone has dark moments, or even months, or even years where they just battle. It's okay. I just want you to know, if that's where you are in your life right now, if you're on a low cycle of life right now, don't give up. Don't give in. Don't quit. Just keep going. And know this, you're not alone. You're not the only one who feels like you're crazy. You're not the only one who feels like you're not good enough. You're not the only one who feels like, what's wrong with me? I do. So that makes at least two of us. Have an amazing day, my friends. I appreciate you listening to the podcast. Check out the next one where I'm going to really talk about what I do and how I deal with it. And I'm being extremely real and raw because I know that when you're in that space, it's easy to look at other people who just, talk about how amazing life is. And again, I love that. There's nothing wrong with that. You should share your victories and you should celebrate your successes. I just know that sometimes we get the wrong picture when we think we're the only ones who feel this way, and you're not. We all go through this stuff, and we handle it different ways, and we feel different things because we're human beings and we are alive. So until the next podcast, if you're sad, if you're discouraged, if you're down, hang in there. You'll get through it. And I'll share with you in the next podcast what I do and how I think and how I work myself through it. All right. Have a great day, friends. Appreciate you listening.
Let's go! This is your daily revolution. Live in prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint. This is your daily revolution. You already know. And if you don't, then check my resume. Turning pressure into possibilities every day. Y'all can win and live our unique purpose. We change our mindsets and put the work in. This is your daily revolution. Daily revolution. Revolution. Your daily revolution podcast.